Congratulations, you've been disciplined for a while now. You've been on your grind. You've got the physique you want. You've got the girl. You've got the money. But this is where discipline matters the most, because this is a mistake I've made in the past where I've gotten the things that I've wanted and worked so hard for, then I took my foot off the gas. And it's because success leads to opportunities that destroy our success. To give you an example, let's imagine a guy who wants to build his dream physique. He wakes up early, he trains hard, he does his cardio, he tracks his calories, he doesn't go out so he can go to bed early and wake up and do it again the following day. And he does this for months and months and months, and eventually he does it. He has the physique that he's always wanted. Now that he has it, he's getting all the recognition that he deserves from men and women around him. He's getting invited to all these different events, and these things seem nice. But as a result, he's not waking up as early anymore because he's staying out later. He's not tracking all of his calories like he was. He's not working as hard in the gym. He's not doing the things that gave him that momentum. But it's nice because he still has the body temporarily. The guys want to still work out with him. The women still adore him. But what he's doing is he's riding on the success of the younger version of himself and not continuing to plant the seeds for his future self. And what happens is slowly but surely, it might be in a month, it might be 2 months or 3 months down the line, but what happens is the momentum starts to swing in the other direction. It used to be a positive upward spiral of momentum, but now it's turned into a downward spiral. And not only has this happened to me personally, but I've watched it happen to countless guys who I used to be friends with, and it's a very sad sight to see. So how I was able to get myself out of this and how I want to help you avoid this at all costs is to truly define what the reward of discipline is. Because yeah, the rewards of discipline come in the form of material success like the physique and the money and the women, but the underlying reward of discipline that doesn't get talked about because it's not as cool and it doesn't get as many views or likes is that being disciplined allows you to embody your purpose on this planet as a man. And if you're a young man listening right now, I completely understand if you're starting to lose interest, because the younger version of me, all he cared about was the material success, which I still do now. But now I equally care as much about living a life that is purposeful to me and having a genuine positive impact on the world. And we could go down the whole rabbit hole of where this desire comes from. Like for me, I'm thinking back to when I was a chubby kid sitting on the end of the bench the entire game. And now fast forward 15 years later, I'm training all day, every day, working all day, every day, chasing that equivalent of the validation that I never got. But if you really think about it, if you really go into a deep state of self-reflection, you realize that you can either stick at the level of success that you're currently at, or you can reach for the next level knowing that there's always going to be someone out there who has a better physique than you, who has a hotter bitch than you, who's making more money than you, who is more disciplined than you. Which this shit is hard to do because you can get to a point where you have all these things. You have the six pack, you're making 10K a month, you have a woman, or you have girls in your DMs DMing you first on Instagram. And the majority of guys will stay at this level, which should excite the fuck out of you, because if you've made it to this point in the video and you haven't clicked off yet, I know you're wired like me. And what I said should fire you the fuck up, because you know how easy it will be to destroy these guys who are content with that lifestyle. Because what happens with these guys is that the six pack eventually becomes a 4-pack. The 10K a month eventually becomes 7. The 8 out of 10 women messaging them eventually becomes a hypothetical 6 out of 10, because they stopped doing the things that got them there. And of course, one night every once in a while is going to be completely fine. But when you're consistently multiple times a week, staying out late, sleeping in, whatever it is, stretched out over months and years compared to that monk mode level of focus that got you to this point, that's the difference between sticking at the level you're at now and reaching to the next level. And as a side note, the whole concept of staying at the level you're at, like maintaining where you're at, is bullshit. Because like I said, there's always going to be another guy out there more competitive than you, leveling himself up. So if you stay here, you're not just staying here because you're getting passed by all of the guys below you. Most guys never even come close to reaching their full potential. And there's a small percentage of guys out there like you and I who will exceed our potential of what everyone else around us thinks we are capable of. So if you're starting to get a good bit of success, or even if you're watching this and you haven't gotten it yet, realize that there is going to be a point in time where you're going to hit a certain level and you're going to think to yourself, should I stay here or should I keep going? And I can tell you from personal experience that the right answer is to always keep going and always keep striving for more. Don't think about this as never rewarding yourself or never enjoying yourself, because discipline is actually the complete opposite. The best enjoyment and the best reward comes from when you continue disciplining yourself and continue to strive for more. It's not what the modern world says about rewarding ourselves, which is taking a vacation, sitting on the beach with a pina colada and doing nothing all day. Because the best times in my life and the best days that I will continue to have in the future will not come from that. They come from continuously staying disciplined and continuously striving for more. And when I say striving for more, it's not just the material success, but striving for more within ourselves by realizing the potential that we can get to as men. And it all starts with training our body, because in order to train the mind, we must train the body first. No matter what level of fitness you're currently at, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, the top link in the description is going to be a full calisthenics masterclass, which is a 6-tier calisthenics program that will take you from no matter what level of fitness you're currently at to the upper echelons of bodyweight strength. I know you can do this, my friend. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.